What's up, YouTube? This is your boy, the Travel Trucker, man. We back with another video, man. Happy Father's Day to everybody out there on the channel, man. Hey, real quick, man, if you just subscribing to the channel, man, make sure you drop a comment and you like this video, man. I appreciate y'all for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button right there. It don't cost you nothing to keep it real and support the channel, man. Hey, man, happy Father's Day. We at home chilling before we go have a little tomahawk steak later. I had some on my mind. I said, you know what? I'm gonna drop a second video for today, man. Let's get into it. All right, guys, I got something to tell y'all, man. It's gonna ruffle a lot of feathers. A lot of y'all gonna be upset, but it needs to be said, man. Based off of my research and what's going on in the economy right now, the average truck driver cannot afford to buy a house right now. Yes, I said it, guys. The average truck driver in America, whether you're a company or owner-op, mainly owner operators and mainly, we can say companies too. You can't afford to buy a decent house right now that you know, a nice single family home for $300,000. So when I say that, I want you guys to understand something. I want you guys to see what I'm speaking about. But truck drivers are getting squeezed out of the cost of living and the comfortability, if that's even the word, that truck driving used to offer when you was making a decent $90K, $100,000 a year salary. Now, if you already got your home, you locked in your current grandfathered in interest rate, they ain't talking about you. I'm talking about the guys that's just getting into the game, the new truck drivers, the truck drivers that's been doing it for a year, that maybe don't have a home. They've been living in a semi-truck or been renting. You cannot afford a house right now. And I'm not hating. I'm telling y'all some real stuff, man. If you can, live in your truck for at least the next year, 18 months, get your bag up, get you about 50, 60,000 to put down on the house, and you might not be able to live in the city no more. But when I just pop out and say that truck drivers can't afford to buy a house, I'm telling y'all some real shit. Like, I'm not just getting it up. I'm not blowing smoke up my ass. If you're getting paid by the mile right now, the mega carriers have not yet caught up to inflation. I don't think they are. They're not going to do that. If you are an owner operator, insurance has not come down yet. You know, unless you plugged in and you live in Savannah or South Carolina or whatever, loads really ain't paying much, man. Just to be honest with you. You know, I go back to what I always say. Stack your chicken and create income outside of trucking to have passive income. Because without passive income, you cannot live comfortable right now. You know, whether it's you know, getting a little extra couple $100 a month off of YouTube, an extra $400-500 a month will go a long way for a lot of y'all on this channel. It'll go a lot of way for me. It'll go a lot of way for you, him, her, they, and whoever else down the street. You got to understand, when I be preaching and hollering about secondary incomes and passive incomes, I'm telling y'all some real stuff from what I'm seeing. You know, I'm living proof. You know, I ain't been in the truck since March 1st. I essentially took 2 months off, then missed a beat, traveled the world, still hanging out, and I just popped up and started a pressure cleaning company. This to, you know, get me something to do. You know, everybody's not gonna have backup plan B and C's like that. I don't expect you guys to. I'm not average. Nor is a lot of people that you watch on YouTube is average. They got a little bit more motor than them. I'm just keeping it 100. The people that need to watch this video is the people that's just getting out of CDL school, trying to come up in life, who's never seen $1,500 a week, who's never seen $2,000 a week in a paycheck at a regular job, that's going to be life changing for y'all. And I want y'all to understand that if you're starting at zero, please listen to me when I say do not get any crazy toys. Do not buy a new car. Do not go ball down this girl you think you in love with some crazy behind engagement ring. Dude, if she love you, go get you a little $1,000 engagement ring. Hey, we're going to get married in 2 years. Let's see how this market play out. You looking to go buy a truck. If you're not already plugged in with Lowe's, don't go take your ass out there and go buy a semi truck because the shit is cheap. I'll tell you right now, it's a lot of cheap trucks right now. I'm talking about a lot. Like, it's a lot of people that got their truck repoed. It's a lot of people that stopped making truck payments. But the trucks are so cheap right now. It's like tempting to go buy a truck right now. And I don't even need to go buy a truck. But I'm seeing long nose Peterbilts for $85,000, $60,000. Like, dude. And there ain't even nothing wrong with it. They already had an overhaul. How is that possible? Only in Houston. But the average truck driver cannot afford to buy a house, especially in Florida. $100,000 a year right now in Florida, unless you single by yourself, you're gonna be getting like a 2-1 condo that you may qualify for. But to go buy a brand new single family home, 3-2, 4-2 single story, single family home, that's gonna run you about $320,000, $350,000. You need to be making at least $120,000 a year. So to you company guys that's making, I'm finna make 70, 80, listen, you need to stack your chicken and live in that truck as long as you can. If you're a local guy, stay at your mama and them house as long as you can. Do not worry about society laughing at you. Oh, you still at your mama house. Yeah, and you at your house poor in that apartment that you've been living in for 10 years. Don't let nobody laugh at you for living at your parents' house right now, because I guarantee you a lot of people that's laughing at you for living at your mama house, they check the check right now. I'm going to tell y'all some real shit. Hispanics and people from the islands, the Caribbean, they all patch up and they'll all live together for however long as they need to be, and they'll help each other buy cars and what, et cetera, et cetera. That's how society need to be right now. Now is not the time to be fancy and joking and flexing and flashy with everybody, man. Like, if you get in the game for trucking, you're going to make some good money, but just understand you need to sit around for about a year or two and run your chicken up as opposed to you trying to buy a house in this market right now. Because right now, bro, mortgages, 30-year mortgages at 7% is insane. Matter of fact, let's get into it. Check out. We finna get the computer up. Let's get into it. All right, guys, let me show you what I'm talking about. First, we want to do how much can your, we're going to do how much should you spend on a mortgage per month. No, based off income. Okay, when you want to see how much you can afford, let's look at the general rule of thumb based off of Chase Bank. To determine how much you can afford using this rule, multiply your monthly gross income by 28%. For example, if you make $10,000 a month, multiply 10,000 times 0.28 to get $2,800. Using these figures, your monthly mortgage payment should not be more than $2,800 per month. Okay, the 28% rule is how you do a mortgage, guys. So let's keep that in mind. So let's open up another window right quick, guys. We're gonna open up another window. Okay. So now let's go back. We see we got to do the 28% rule, right? Okay, so let's do mortgage calculator. All right, we're gonna do. All right, if you just simply type in mortgage calculator on Google, this will come up. So this is for anybody in trucking. So this ain't no rap cap, no none of that. So let's go and include taxes and fees. This is what you need to do. Okay, guys. So let's say you want to do a $250,000 house. 20% down is $50,000. 30-year mortgage in Florida. Property taxes, homeowners insurance. PMI will only apply if you don't have 20% down. So let's say in Florida we're gonna do $250 for HOA. All right, guys. So for you to buy a house that's $250,000 with a 20% down payment, guys, you're looking at a monthly payment of just under $2,000. The loan plus taxes and fees, and that's with good credit. Your property taxes, you're looking at about $3,100. Your homeowner's insurance, you're looking at about $875 a year. Plus, you got to pay HOA. Majority of new homes, neighborhoods in Florida, for the most part, have HOAs. Unless you live like in the Panhandle and whatnot, it may not be as prevalent. So even if we took off $250 a month, you looking at $1,729 a month mortgage payment. That's just with no HOA. Okay, so let's see. Now, based off your household income, if the house is $250 and you made $57,000 per year, in order for you to buy a house for $228,000, you got to put down $60,000. So let's say you put down no money and you got a 7% interest rate. Bro, if you only make $57,000 a year and you got $250 in debt and loans and credit cards, you can only qualify for a $165,000 house. So if you're a truck driver and you making $80,000 a year, you only qualify for a $244,000 house if you put in no money down. If you make $100,000 a year, you only qualify for a $312,000 house. So let's say you make $100,000, right? Let's go back over here. Okay, the house costs $312,100, right? Okay, let's go. You're looking at a monthly mortgage payment. Look, if you put down no money, let's say you put down 3% conventional. Or let's do 3.5%. You better put down something. Now, everybody here doesn't qualify for the VA loan where you ain't got to put down no money. We talking about the general consistence. You would have to put down almost $11,000 to afford a $312,000 house if you make $100,000 a year with a 700 credit score, and that's with no HOA. Oh, my bad. PMI. If you don't put down 20%, add $100 a month on top of that. Then you looking at $2,500 a month for a $312,000 house if you put down 3.5%. Now, unless you a veteran like me, you ain't got to put down no money and you don't got to have no mortgage insurance. But we're not going to talk about that. A 30-year fixed mortgage at 7.25% right now is $2,500 a month. You will need to make $100,000 to qualify that before taxes, guys, to qualify that. So if you only making, let's see, your first year in trucking, you only making $75,000, you only could qualify for a $227,000 house. So if you just make $100,000, right, and your average purchase price is $312,000, you can't even afford a home in South Florida right now or Central Florida. North Florida, maybe. Let's do, mind you, your mortgage cannot be more than 28% of your income. Most companies, mortgages only want you no more than 25%, but Chase says the 28% rule. So let's do average median home price in Florida. Right now, guys, the median price of a condo and townhouse in Florida is $324,000. You can't even afford a condo in Florida making $100,000 a year, which means a lot of y'all online are capped or on housing assistance, or you got a significant other. We just talking about if you just single and live by yourself. Let me break that down for you guys. The average home price in Florida is insane. The average townhome or condo is $324,000 in the state of Florida right now. The average single family home in Florida as of September 2023 is $409,000. So a condo is over $300,000, a house is over $400,000. If you make $100,000 a year in Florida, you can't qualify for that. Let's do average home price in Texas. The average home price in Texas is $348,000. So that's still not out of the question. Home price in America in general. 2024. Dude, as of March 2024, the average home in America is selling for $393,000. This is the highest March median on record with the National Association of Realtors, the NAR. So, if you're making $100,000 in trucking, you can't even qualify for the average American home price in America. This is why I wanted to put this video out for all you cappers and all that stuff. If you ain't making that, this is why I harp on you need to make money outside of trucking. You cannot make this up. The average truck driver cannot afford the median house in America, let alone Florida. It ain't even close. You can't even afford a townhome in Florida right now. This is what I talk to y'all. Less than mortgage rates drop, you dead flies. And that's at 7%, guys. Now, when the market was good, people was getting homes at 2.75%. You could have afforded a $440,000 house 2.5 years ago with a $100,000 income. Your mortgage rate would have been, your monthly payment would have been, with a $440,000 house, would have been the same amount of your mortgage payment now with a $100,000 less home. Isn't that crazy? Look at that, guys. That is insane. And that's if you put down 3.5%. You put down zero, bro. Look at that, man. 2 years ago, the rate was 2.75%. Come on, man. Look at that number, guys. This is why I say you got to have money outside of trucking. I've never seen nothing like this. And even now in June 2024, this is insane, guys. And so, there you see it. The average truck driver cannot afford the average median home in America right now. $100,000 is not enough to afford the average home in America. You're going to have to downgrade and live beneath your means or get you a significant other or a spouse. This is insane, guys. I've never seen Florida. I'm looking over here, looking over. I don't know. I've never seen Florida this high in recent memory since the bubble 06, 07, 08. But this is why I preach to y'all. Have a secondary, third, fourth passive income. I'm not telling y'all to work hard or work crazy, but create passive income however you going to do it, guys. I've never seen it this hard for you to qualify for a home in America. This is what I keep saying. When everybody's saying I'm talking down, bro, the numbers is right there. I just showed y'all, bro. So take it for what you want. Take it as you want, whatever. I'm not capping. I just showed you. The average truck driver can't afford to buy a house right now. So save your money. If you ain't got 20%, at least put up for that home for repairs and maintenance and whatever. Don't go buy that house, man. But that's all, man. I just want to get it off my chest and let y'all give y'all an update on what's going on financially. And I'm finna take a shower. And we're going to go have us some nice $200-$300 steaks later, man. Hey, it's Father's Day. My mama say dinner on her. I ain't finna say nothing. Thanks, Mom. Shout out to Mama Trucker, man. Mama Jenkins is looking out for your boy. We finna go have tomahawk steaks, man. But I appreciate y'all, and I'm going to see y'all on the next one.